Because no matter what we experience in the world, or what we see on television or on a billboard for 5 minutes, the fact that we chant black supremacy is overriding all of that as soon as we come into contact with self and others. Every time we say black supremacy, we are chanting down Babylon in the minds and consciousness of ourselves and people. Every time we say it. We are saying, black supreme, I see. Every time, black supreme, I see. We keep saying it. Because if you don't see it, how does it exist? What you see is what you get. Go to the store, pick out some apples, some watermelons. Which ones do you get? The ones you see. It's simple. And if you don't see the good ones, or see the good in the ones that are there, you won't end up with the good ones. Black supreme, I see. Because the whole job of the forces of the enemy has what? Been trying to get you to see something else. Because if you see that, then you will begin to galvanize as a force against him effortlessly. He will not be able to stop that. So his whole objective, he saved billions of dollars on wars and weapons and casualties if he can get you to see less than you, see yourself less than what you are. If he can do that, he's already won the battle. Sit down with somebody that say they're a chess master and see how your game change up just because you're under the perception that they're a chess master. Am I right? Because how you see things is how you approach reality. What determines what you see? What you're able to invoke in your consciousness. So I stay sinning on black supremacy. And I choose to see it. I don't care what people see, what they think, or even how many times they say, fuck black supremacy. They're not going to change what I see. Black supreme, I see. Bottom line, I'm not going to see anything other than that. I can't see anything other than that. It's too late. I've locked my mind into seeing black supremacy. It's a meditation, a daily meditation. Every time we say black supremacy, that's a mantra, that's a meditation. We've chanted everything else, haven't we? We chanted with the Buddhists. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We chanted with the Hindus. We always doing a different type of chant. We even chant stuff that we don't even understand. We don't even know what the hell it means. And we chant. Am I right? Chant something that you mean, that you understand. If you chant black supremacy, you know what you mean. If you chant Om Namah Shivaya, your mind is not making a direct association with what that means. Right? But when I say black supremacy, we know exactly what that means. And if you speak another language, and that's your original language that you were born speaking, say black supremacy in that language so that your mind understands what you're talking about. Do you hear what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. And everybody understands what we mean. If I go to them and I say, Yahoo, brother, some of them might get it. But if I say black supremacy, every high school dropout and grammar school dropout is going to understand what I'm saying. Am I correct? Every one of them going to get it, whether they got their GED or not. Black supremacy. So it's real simplified. It's real simplified. The whole idea of the Black Power movement was for us to see the supreme in ourselves. To get the knowledge of ourselves and the knowledge of our greatness. Was that not the purpose of the Black Power movement? Is that not the purpose of black history? So when you say in black supremacy, you realize it. Right in that moment, you just saved yourself 500 books. We have just accomplished what our elders was trying to get us to see for over 400 years. We just accomplished it in a moment that we say black supremacy. That was their whole point. The problem is some people are going to have to read thousands of books and then reincarnate and come back and still not get it. They're going to have 4 PhDs in every life, 4 master's degrees in every life, and still not understand who the master is. When we say black supremacy, we have got it. We got it. That is the arrival. So it's a meditation. It's a meditation. An invocation every time we say it. We got to say it with more fortitude. Say it more often. Say it without question, without doubt. Say it with security. No matter what, black supremacy. Now, with what we are doing here, staying in that vibration in the face of all those of whom we confront. We always say who the enemy is, that the enemy is the white man or the enemy are these institutions. But one's own mind is their enemy if it knows not the nature of itself. So the enemy is not way out there. The enemy is the conscious paradigm that we consciously choose to exist in. We constantly choose to exist in. So we don't have to wait for some super white man to show up for a victory. Every time we spread and share black supremacy with our own people, with everyone whom we come up in contact with, that's a victory. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Every time we stand on black supremacy in the face of any of those whom we come in contact with, that is a victory. Because a chain is as strong as its weakest link. And the white man can't get in there. There's no way for him to slide in if it's surrounded by those who are silent on black supremacy. It's impossible. So we can't just deal with this idea of this white man completely outside of us and completely outside of our circle and not stand on black supremacy in the face of all those of whom we come in contact with on a daily basis, black or white. Particularly black. Because who you think was meant to realize black supremacy? The white man or the black man? Who's supposed to realize that? Somebody help me with that.
The black man.
You teach it. Huh? That's who's supposed to realize it. We don't give a fuck about the white man. Period. He is irrelevant and insignificant. And our supremacy in the realization of who we are will override him and anything that he would ever try to do as long as we stand in that state of black supremacy. So it's really meant for us to awaken ourselves. And for us to stand in that. It's not for him. Some people saying, we're going to become black supreme beings and we're going to, because then this white man will find out who we're going to show this white man. Fuck the white man. We're not trying to show the white man nothing. He'll see without us showing. He'll get it. He can't help but to get it. But our goal is for us to get it. Once we get it, we can act it out. Once we act it out, the whole universe will be set in order. The whole entire universe will be set in order once we step into getting it ourselves. This is something the European cannot do for us. This is something he cannot help us with. After we get it, he can be subjected to what it is. He can't help it. Because it's on the planet. He can't help but to be subjected to it. He cannot avoid that it is a reality. That's going to happen anyway. But until we get it, ain't nothing going to happen. So this is for us. Not just to sound deep with white people It sounds like we know something in them and we're as equally intelligent as white people. That ain't the purpose of black supremacy. It's for us. Because our daily walk, ourselves, is white supremacy in our actions. And then we got 30 minutes where we check a white person. Am I correct? We do everything whitey do all day long. Work for him, work under him, work in his institutions, and then we feel proud when we check one white man. And say, I bet you didn't know that. Now let me get back to work on lunch break. I checked him. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's what these conscious Negroes are doing. They'll check a European and going back to work. They don't get it though, which is why they are going back to work. Getting it is being able to stand in that it is. Because you're not going to tell your boss about black supremacy, right? You're going to tell the white person that you overheard this conversation at McDonald's. What you doing at McDonald's anyway? Right? But you're going to tell him, I'm going to interrupt you fellas. Because I heard you talking about some things, you know. And I didn't hear you guys mention Lucy. You feel me? You're going to get deep in McDonald's. You're going to get deep in Osco Drugs, Kmart. You're going to have that deep moment. Like something like they say, some people had that nigga moment. Some people had that deep moment. Just a moment where I can be deep for a second. Now I can use what I heard in all them DVDs I got. Yeah, I'm going to get in on this one. But how you use what you know is by what you be. And your life should show up as what you know. Then it becomes more than a moment. That means you begin to make some concrete decisions and some solid moves and radically shift your paradigm based upon what you know to be true. You're not just informed. You saying, now I know, and I'm making some concrete decisions with my life